obviously with new coaching staff as well coming in and a lot of turnover and stuff like that, it's always, a lot's up in the air. And like you said, it was an amazing year. One that I'll definitely remember, and I'm sure everybody else will in there. Anytime you win a championship, obviously it's not the one you set out at the start of the year, but anytime you win some sort of championship and you're hanging a banner up in your rink, it's a lot of success, a lot of fun, a lot of friendships that were made, and overall it's definitely a successful year. Obviously every time there's a new coach, whether it's a new team you're going to or a new coach coming to your old team, it's there's some growing pains, there's some things you have to learn about each other and kind of what works, what doesn't work. But for the most part, it was a pretty seamless entry for him. He worked his ass off for us. Late nights, a lot of video, a lot of breaking things down. He formed a lot of relationships with the guys, which I think is important. He was easy to talk to, which. I'm an older guy, but for some of the younger guys, obviously, it's easy for them to go in there and sit down and just, bounce things off him, and he'll be the first guy to come to you and, let you know when you needed to pick up your game or when you were doing well and give you some praise. So he obviously did an amazing job, and the year, although at the end wasn't what we wanted, it was successful for him as well. That was the first thing I said to him at the start of this year. I was like that, I wanted more responsibility, I wanted more leadership, and I was willing to put the time in and the effort in to, make that work. And just with such a young team this year and a lot of new faces and stuff like that, it was a challenge at first just to kind of, it always is at the start of the year to make, the room gel and everybody kind of fit together. But everybody they made my job way easier. All the players, everybody, it was easy. We kind of came together like we'd known each other, since high school. It was kind of one of those things where all the guys just instantly kind of had that little connection or bond, and everybody was kind of thinking the same way. So it's easy to kind of steer a ship that already knows where it's going, and I think everybody in here had the same kind of thoughts at the start of the year. It's rare in this league to not have turnover. That usually is a good thing. Usually means a lot of guys are going up and guys are getting opportunities into different organizations or our affiliate. But without injuries and stuff like that, we basically did have the same group all year, and we were able to form a really tight bond, and everybody in there is competitive. Anybody in professional sports is going to be somewhat competitive, and obviously guys love to win and didn't want to lose, and we put that to good use this year, not, like you said, streaking the wrong way, and we were able to obviously have a very successful regular season. It goes, like you said, hand in hand. The better the team's doing, the better individuals are going to do, and vice versa. And those three guys were consistent all year, and that's a very good talent to have in professional sports. You'll hear that about a lot of people and knock on people that they have the high-end talent or they have the effort or whatever, but the consistency's not there. And those three guys were kind of a pillar of consistency for us throughout the year, and all being older guys too. It makes my life easier and all their lives easier because they're guys for the young guys to look at and be kind of envious or almost kind of work towards, and that's huge for a young team like this, as they see guys doing the work every day and also producing on the ice, kind of going hand in hand, and it just made it a lot easier. Obviously it's always hard thinking about next season when this one just ended, but I'll be talking to Maddie here, and my initial plans will be to return and play here next year and hopefully finish what we couldn't next spring.